Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Abe, I'm with MysticGenmara.com, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho. And tonight I want to offer a little discussion on the October full moon and bring in the energy from the moon. If you are into that kind of thing or you're interested in this topic, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And if this is not a video that you're interested in, that's fine too. We're going to start with just a little talk about what the full moon really means. The full moon is a time when intentions or goals that you have set at the new moon are generally coming into fruition, coming into manifestation. The full moon is also when we are able to reflect upon ourselves and see ourselves in a very clear way. It's basically a little bit of personal reflection time. It reveals the more subtle aspects of who we are, and it also can trigger some emotions, whether those are straight up outbursts. Sometimes they are emotional climaxes where things that have been building come to a head. It's also kind of the wrap-up period where the natural conclusions of life tend to fall into place. It's when your intuition is the strongest, but also your psyche is at its most potent, and that's where we get some of our old lore of the lunacies and things like that, because the moon triggers a different aspect of our minds. If you know some cops or EMTs, they will verify that without even questioning you. So, what my plan is we'll just kind of go through this as I bring in some energy from the moon and allow yourself just to feel the blessings. The moon's energy tends to be more silvery, more gentle, so allow that kind of a feel to come through for you. Let's clear the space with some sage spray real quick, letting all of the day's worries fade as we discuss the October full moon. The October full moon is called the Hunter Moon. It also can be called the Harvest Moon, depending on if it's close to the autumn equinox or not, which this particular year, it is very close to the autumn equinox. So it could technically be called the Harvest Moon. And this is one of the images you can use as a focal point for the Harvest Moon. This is where things come to fruition. This is where the energy of life comes into its fullness. And that's why we call it the harvest. It can also, as I said, be called the Hunter Moon, because back in the day, this was a time when a lot of your hunting would be going on. You would be doing your butchering. There would be this time of great cleansing, of getting things ready for storage. You're cleaning out all the old food, basically, because you're bringing in the new, and this is that time. It's just time to understand and appreciate your abundant aspects. And with that, it's times to let go of that which no longer serves. So you have to clear out and make space for the things that truly matter. And in the old traditions, that would be the next year's meats, the next year's food, root crops, grains, those types of energies. So when we look at what the moon means in the harvest aspect, you can also say it is the drying of the rice moon, which is a good name for it as well, because you are finalizing putting your food away. And it's also can be called the migrating moon, which is when a lot of your animals will start to head south. If you're in the north, you'll notice the Canadian geese are moving around. A lot of your summer birds are starting to move south for the winter. In some Chinese beliefs, this moon can also be called the kindly moon, which is beautiful, brings in that beautiful, kind, gentle energy. And a lot of the Wiccan traditions have started using the term the blood moon, not for the color, but because of the hunting aspect. Because when you are hunting and having to do your own cleanup, it tends to be a little messy. We'll just be honest with you on that. I'm using some selenite to help clear out anything that's not needed at this point, getting you ready to bring in that sacred silver energy from the moon herself. A couple of little things about this year's full moon. The moon is dancing with a whole variety of planets going forward in October. One of which happens to be Saturn. Saturn is completely opposite of the sun at the same time the moon is full. So this is going to bring in some very interesting energies for you. One of which happens to be the energy of the full moon in Aries, which brings a new beginning to energies. Aries tends to be very creative, very passionate, gets started, but has this bad habit of being a flash in the pan energy. But you have Saturn, the disciplinarian, coming in to say, you might flash, but we're going to bank this energy, we're going to keep it going, and we're going to offer this discipline, this focus, bringing it into the final form, which is elevating you and supporting you. Sometimes Saturn can be the very harsh disciplinarian, but in this aspect, he's the one who's helping guide you and focus, because Aries wants to go start the next new thing. But Saturn's saying, no, you started this one, let's stay here, let's finish this project. We also have the super moon coming up. This is the first of a series from what I could see online, and this is bringing forth some very powerful shifts. The moon is a little bit closer to the Earth, 6 to 10% closer, it's not massive, and it can create a lot brighter aspects. So this is why we can say that the moon is going to reveal truth through this. And we also have a meteor shower going on at the same time. It's the Draconid meteor shower. So you've got a lot of things moving right now. And that could be moving within your aura, that could be moving within your soul, and this is why we're cleaning out that which does not serve. When we look at this moon being close to Samhain as well, because it's right between Samhain and Mabon, this is where the Lady of the Moon, the goddess energy, is in her power. She is rising in her power. And the Lord is getting ready to enter the underworld. The sun is fading, its light is leaving, and the warmth is falling. We are in a period right now of transitioning from the summer to the winter. With that, this particular full moon, when the goddess is rising to her full strength, is a time for balance. This is bringing balance to life. This is showing the blessings that we have gained and the lessons that we have learned. This is also a time when the moon shows us what we have let go and anything that may be holding us back, anything else that needs to be removed. It's also the time when the veil between worlds thins and our understanding of life becomes more precious. As we step into this time, you can look at our picture of the moon over here. If you are close to a window, gaze out. Feel the silvery energy of the moon as she brings her energy down across your forehead, filling the voids, down into your throat, cascading waves of silvery light, caressing and sliding down, filling every void within your body, filling every aspect of your aura. The moon's silver energy flows in. The harvest moon calls forth to your soul. The hunter moon brings forth the divine masculine, where the harvest is the feminine. Balance between the masculine and feminine. As you feel the silvery energy flowing down from the moon, the goddess herself places her fingertip to your forehead. And with that touch, you understand the blessings that you have been granted. Whether you believe in the goddess or not, you can still thank the divine at this point for all of the blessings. The blessings of the house that you live in. The blessings of the employment. The screen you're watching this video on. The ears that you have to hear it, and the eyes you have to see it. We bring in symbols of healing and balance, aligning the energies within and without. The goddess energy balancing the gods. Equal power, equal blessings. Allowing this silver energy to flow in through your crown, down through each chakra, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. Spinning gently and clearing all of those energies out. The goddess in her wisdom, the moon in her power, offer the blessings of peace, the blessings of harmony, the blessings of balance. Bask in this energy from the moon at this time. Or if you're ready, you can follow the guiding voice and release. We thank the moon, we thank the divine, and we release the flow back. Our auras have been charged. Our souls have been calmed. We say thank you to the goddess. Thank you to the god. Blessings to the moon and blessings to you all. Allow this energy to flow down, feeling a grounding from your root down into the heart of Gaia, where you feel stable, where you feel strong, eternal and strength. The moon resides within us and guides us through our intuition, the gift of the mind that we all have, the blessing of the divine that we've all been granted. as you pass through this new moon, think about the blessings and the balance. What new things are being brought forward to start, to grow, and to appreciate?